moving on, new topic. Rings of Power, do we really need to? Is this happening? Is this a thing? Are we doing this?
Oh, God, Rings of Power.
Logan, do you love Rings of Power? If we dump on it, are you going to feel bad?
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
So what is your experience with Lord of the Rings? Like, have you ever read the books or just watched the movies?
Movies. I think I tried to get reading the books, but I've just gotten too busy.
And where do they sit with you, like, for just fantasy?
They're good. I recognize their place and where they're at. Yeah, it's just 12 hours of great film. That's still a lot.
You know what? You don't need to watch this show. let me save, like, the 10 hours
Rings
of your
of
life
Power,
or whatever. Don't even bother then.
My thoughts are, I just started rereading the Lord of the Rings series, the trilogy. And Andrew is very knowledgeable about a lot of the extra stuff, the Silmarillion, the appendices, all that stuff.
Nerd.
Unfinished Tales.
I worked my way through not just the Silmarillion, but a lot of the pre-existing stuff that his son kind of anthologized and threw together. And I did have to skip a lot of pages. I was like, skip. Okay, I'll read this page. Because it was a slog and I didn't want to hate it, but a lot of it was also very informative and good. So once I started reading the series, I was back in my childhood. I love it. I'm reading it. And also, just literally today, I find they were having a trilogy, all three of the Peter Jackson movies, and I'm watching them, and I get to the point, as far as I've read in the books thus far, I'm like midway through the Two Towers. And my thought is, the books are really, really good and they're valuable. But if you've just seen and liked and enjoyed and appreciated the Peter Jackson movies, he did such a damn good job that I will not roast anybody for only have seen the Peter Jackson movies. If you've seen the Peter Jackson movies and are basing your knowledge and appreciation of that topic on just your viewing of those movies, you're pretty good. He did such a good job that you're getting not just the gist of it, but you're getting like 90, maybe not 90.
Well, I would say it's even better for the average person because he's a very dry read. Like, I know people that just read every kind of fantasy thing and they hate Lord of the Rings because it's just so dry.
I find myself occasionally skipping a page. Whenever somebody just spontaneously breaks into song, I'm like, I'm like, skip. Like, I don't picture Viggo Mortensen like just suddenly like singing. So,
do you watch Epic NPC Man?
Yeah, Epic NPC Man.
Yeah, so like when they try to do all their backstory and you're just skip.
I will go even further and say that I don't just watch them. At you guys' recommendation, I will credit Rob for recommending that to me.
Yeah, I told you that. I said that first.
Rob got that. Rob, say it's on tape.
And I showed it to him.
I take somebody's recommendation and then go over the top with it. So I've actually watched everything they've ever done up to today. Ha ha!
I invested in their Kickstarter. Ha ha!
Do you watch all their
I have a life and things to do. Ha ha!
I have not watched all of their D&D playthroughs, although it's like on my to get to list.
I mean, you've seen like the Bored as Hell or whatever they call it. Okay. And like, I like their evolution as a channel, and as a channel owner of only like slightly over a year, I like seeing them do this where they're like, hey, we want to get this ginormous fucking studio. That way, all this stuff that we're having to like travel for a day out to a park and shoot and have the costumes. We'd like to have a costume room. We'd like to have these sets where we don't have to take them down. So, and that's only been what, like the last like maybe 2 or 3 months that they've had that evolution.
Yeah, well, they just found the place, so they're renovating it, and they're gonna have like the largest green screen room in like New Zealand.
I'm so jealous. Like I literally was masturbating to that video just because.
I'm so happy for them because that means they can do commercials and they can like get other money in, so they can just keep making content.
And they can film the entirety of the Phantom Menace.
Because green screen joke?
Yeah, walk down the halls, yeah.
God, what an off-topic joke. Jesus Christ.
It's not off-topic at all. It's green screen, man. That's like the most
what were we talking about a minute ago?
Green screen.
We were talking about skip on the pages of Lord of the Rings.
Oh, Lord of the Rings. I think Rob might be the new Captain Non-Sequitur. Okay. So Rings of Power was the topic. Logan has got nothing, and I do not begrudge him that at all. If you don't watch it, you're probably better off. We have had to pollute our psyches and our souls by watching this show only to get the clicks.
You know what's a fun thing to do, actually, I've discovered, is watch that, then watch House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
That's like punching down. That's cruel.
It's really weird how like it's very similar content and very similar setups for scenes and stuff, and it's just how one is done so well and the other is just a piece of shit.
Yeah, we watched it right after House of the Dragon, and I was just getting really tired of all the bullshit fucking around at one point, and I'm like, meanwhile on House of the Dragon, a kid's getting his eye stabbed out.
I think if you know that you have like a wrestling match against a relatively worthy opponent who you're kind of scared about, if in order to psych yourself up for that match, you like beat up a retarded person, that's what you're suggesting.
Well, but look, they both had eye gouge in their latest episodes. It's like almost parallel. It's so weird.
Did Durin accidentally poke out Elrond's eye with his dwarf penis when they were... Did that happen? Where have they been?
They delved too deep.
You unleashed the Balrog. So it's been like 3 episodes since we've seen gay Elrond and gay Durin. Where the fuck are they? I was most heavily invested in their gay love affair, more so than any other story in that whole thing.
Maybe they're off on Fire Island or something.
Yeah, the latest episode was just the people in the Southlands.
They connected the Numenorians in the stupidest way fucking possible. All right, so the way they handle time, space, moving on a map is completely Game of Thrones season 8. I mean, they in that episode they left Numenor on their boats, and then by the end of the episode they come riding into the village. Didn't they like bring an army, like a force of consequence? Why is there like 50 horsemen on screen? When they say they were going to free the South, apparently they meant freeing one small village. They didn't mean a big military campaign spanning months, freeing village after village after village, spanning hundreds of fucking leagues or miles. They meant riding in to save the day in one village. Well, that's apparently what they were talking about.
I believe the point is where when non-Sauron shows up, the people are supposed to rise up behind their king and follow him into battle.
He's so Sauron, Jesus Christ.
I think he's the Witch King. I don't think he's Sauron.
Just because he's constantly making rings doesn't mean he's Sauron.
Yeah, Rob decided that little pouch with the shield on it is actually filled with rings.
It is. It's full of rings. He's got to start passing them out. He's just making rings. That's the only thing the writers know about Sauron. Oh my God.
It looks like a pouch full of fucking rings. I feel bad for the writers because could you imagine like they thought they're keeping Sauron as Halbrand a big mystery was like the biggest like they're going to have no idea. Even before the first episode, there were like pictures of him. Everybody was like, "Oh fuck, that's Sauron. That's fucking Sauron." They got to be hating themselves. The best thing I can say about the Rings of Power is they haven't given me any Harfoots for like 2 episodes. What about hot villager Iranian chick with the boobs? She still looks good.
She's just so okay. First of all, my problem with her is
she's the leader. She's the leader.
Why is she the leader?
Thank God, there's a woman leader in every faction.
Yeah, right.
I know. All the cowering, shit-covered village people listen to her when she says things.
And isn't Bronwyn kind of a fat girl name? It sounds like she should be 300 plus.
Oh, that would have been body positive. They should have made her 300 pounds, and the elf should have still been in love with her.
Wait, Andrew, was that a racist stereotype?
Why?
Because the black elf should have been into the fat girl?
Oh, racism confirmed. Racism confirmed.
Pew, 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 pew.
We got you.